Well, guys, I am an idiot, an absolute moron. I had a video go live earlier today. It was an update on the Z1 Motorsports Brake Master Cylinder Brace for the Q50. And there were some problems during my installation process that I wanted to share with you guys. And luckily only a few hundred people saw the video, so I'm glad I was able to get out in front of it right now at this point. But the only problem, it turns out, with the installation was me. So the tools involved with the installation are relatively simple, just a few things that you need. Easy access to the point where the brake master cylinder brace is installed underneath that plastic cover. I started to film the process, went through everything, and noticed that there was something a little bit off. In the instructions, PDF instructions provided by Z1 Motorsports on the website, you'll see in the images that there are multiple grounding points, and it's at these grounding points that this brake master cylinder brace is mounted. You remove those ground wires, those grounding bolts, put the brace in place, put the grounding wires on top of the brace, and bolt everything back into place. And it's installed relatively simply, relatively quickly. All seems simple enough, right? Well, when I got underneath the cover, I pulled the surround around the brake master cylinder off of the car. I noticed down in there that there is only one grounding location on this, and I don't know if it's a 2014-2015 Q50 issue or if it's just a base model issue, because there's no navigation and no whatever other lighting packages or technology package or whatever may use those grounding points on the higher trim levels. But the base model, in my case, did not have those multiple grounding points. It had a single one, and there were no other holes, no other threaded ports in order to mount and install this brake master cylinder brace. So I thought all was lost. I'd actually considered about trying to rig something up myself, either drill some holes or use some self-tappers and mount the brace in there myself. But I decided rather than mess anything up, I would just let Z1 know and send the part back. No issues. They sent me a return label. We sent it back. I provided them images. The engineering department was made aware of the problem that I ran into. But after uploading that video, a few of you guys commented, hey, pop those little covers off that you can see in there. What they're referring to is these little guys right here, and I didn't even think anything of it. Of course, I noticed them in there, and they were in the pictures that I provided to Z1, and I guess I didn't get any feedback from them, but I just didn't think anything of it. I've noticed, things like that in the past. Doing electrical work, I've noticed them on other vehicles. They're like little metal reliefs or little metal pop-outs, so I just assumed that they were that, that you'd pop them off and it would just be an empty hole. It's on the strut tower, so I just figured it was nothing, didn't think anything of it. So I just essentially was lazy. There's no other way to describe it. I assumed that they were just metal pop-outs. It was late. It was like 1 in the morning, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I just didn't even think about using my finger to pop them off, but sure enough, they're just little stickers. Who would have thought that they would literally use stickers to cover up threaded holes? It's just so weird to me. But again, no excuses. It is what it is, and that indeed is a threaded hole. So I can only assume, and here I am assuming again, that those other ones are threaded holes as well. So I would imagine that these are your mounting points. So that's it, guys. Unfortunately, it was just me being an idiot. No excuses, no nothing. I did exactly the opposite of what I've been trying to teach my daughter over the years. Don't be lazy. Don't assume anything. Try to make things work or figure it out. Use your mind. I used to say that all the time. Think, think, think. And here I am looking there. Oh, there's no mounting points. Oh, it must not work. Blah, blah, blah. Dumb. If I would have just fiddled around with it for one more second, stuck my finger in there and tapped on them, pushed on them to feel if there was a hole underneath or to feel if they were indeed metal or not, I would have known. But the frickin' stickers, what do you say? Nonetheless, I don't have the brake master cylinder brace in my possession anymore, so probably not going to be installing it, or maybe I'll buy it again and have it sent to me again. But I think it's going to be a great addition. I thought that from the case, even when I was thinking that it didn't fit, I was hoping that there was going to be a way to make it work, because I think it would be a nice little additional piece to the puzzle, as I've said in the previous video. So I would definitely recommend this piece. I think it's something that this car needs. If you guys saw my unboxing video, you can see where that BrakeMaster cylinder does flex under hard braking, especially the way it's mounted on the firewall. There is some flex, and putting this brace in is going to minimize or eliminate that flex altogether, and therefore allowing you to put more pressure on the brake pedal. The brake pedal is going to have a little bit better feel for you and transfer that brake fluid pressure to your brake calipers and your pads and your rotors, and you're going to have a better braking experience. I'm confident of it. So I just want to give you guys that little update. It's more for the people that did watch my video that was uploaded today where I said it didn't work, because it does work. So I hope you guys are watching this again, and thank you guys for those of you that said, hey, those are just stickers, check them out. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Z1 Motorsports for making some good parts for us and dealing with those of us that are morons from time to time. So sorry for any of the confusion that might have been caused. Definitely a recommended part, and like I said, maybe we'll get one here in the near future. But pop the stickers off, guys. They're not metal. They're not metal pop-outs. It's just the freaking sticker covering a freaking threaded hole. If you don't have a base model, if you have the higher trim levels, it's probably not going to be any issue. The instructions are going to be completely accurate on Z1's website. But for those of us with the base model guys, us poors, we don't have all those different grounding wires, so it might be a little confusing looking under that cover, but it'll work. It'll work. They're just stickers!